Hello K-lovers wherever you are. Back again on the channel that always discusses gossip, hot news, to hidden facts from the world of South Korean entertainment. This time we have super hot news that immediately makes fans excited. Yes, this news comes from a familiar figure, who else but Cha Eun-woo from ASTRO. This idol and actor with almost perfect visuals is back to being the subject of conversation. However, this time it's not about the latest drama, not even about the conscription, but about marriage. And what's even more surprising, it's not Eun-woo herself who's talking about this, but her mother. That's right, Cha Eun-woo's mother finally opened up about her son's possible marriage in the future as one of the most shining Korean celebrities today. It's no wonder that Eun-woo's personal life is always in the spotlight. Starting from career, friendship, to amorous affairs. Many fans are curious, who will win Eun-woo's heart? Asterisk, is she the type to get married young? Or is she putting it off because she's busy with her career? Asterisk, how did his family, especially his mother, respond to that big plan in life? These questions are increasingly discussed, especially when some media have mentioned that Eun-woo is a family man, who is very close to the family. Talk about marriage certainly cannot be separated from the figure of the mother. For Eun-woo, her mother is an important figure who always supports her every step of her career. Although she rarely appears in public, stories about her mother's warmth and advice are often heard from Eun-woo's own interviews. Some fans have even said that Eun-woo's good looks are clearly inherited from family genes, because her mother reportedly has a charming natural beauty. However, more than that, Eun-woo's mother is known as a thoughtful and caring figure. So, when the news circulated that Eun-woo's mother gave a response about her son's wedding, it was only natural that fans were immediately curious. What did he say? Is it in Eun-woo's favor to get married in the near future? Or is he hoping that his son will focus on his career first? This issue started to get crowded when a Korean media ran a long article about the third-generation idol marriage wave. In the article, it was mentioned that some idols of Cha Eun-woo's age have started to get serious in their personal relationships, some even secretly married. Cha Eun-woo's name came up, not because there was any news, but because many fans had hopes and worries. Hope because they want the idol to be happy. Worries because they are afraid of losing Eun-woo's figure in the entertainment world if she gets married too soon. An exclusive interview with one of Cha Eun-woo's family members emerges. And as it turned out, the figure is his own mother. The interview initially discussed light things around family life. However, the reporter cleverly asks Eun-woo's mother's views on her son's future. "Have you ever talked about marriage with Eun-woo?" asked the journalist. This question intrigues many. Will she respond diplomatically, or give a surprisingly honest answer? Well, here's where it all gets interesting. The mother did not immediately give a long answer. But from just a few short sentences, the public can already feel that there is something special in his view about the marriage of the child. As soon as the article was published, social media immediately exploded. Fans in Korea and internationally began sharing snippets of the interview. There are those who translate it into various languages, including English, Japanese to Indonesian. Some comments that appeared on Twitter asterisk, "I'm really curious. How does Cha Eun-woo's mother imagine her future daughter-in-law?" Asterisk, if Eun-woo's mother has already talked about marriage, does this mean that the time is near? Asterisk, I'm still not ready for Eun-woo to get married, but if her mother has her blessing, I have to support her too. The warmth of this topic even made Eun-woo's name trending again on various platforms, even though he himself was still in the military. But before getting into that, let's first discuss how Eun-woo's relationship with her family is, so that we can understand the context of her mother's speech more deeply. From previous interviews, Eun-woo often tells how important family is in her life. He is even known to often call his mother when there is free time, despite his busy schedule. For him, family is a home that always gives strength. On several occasions, Eun-woo also mentioned that her mother is a figure who always gives soothing advice when she is facing pressure from the entertainment industry. This is where many fans believe that Eun-woo's mother has a big role in every decision in the idol's life. In the exclusive interview, the reporter initially asked about Eun-woo's habits while at home. The mother replies with a hearty laugh that Eun-woo is a caring child, even though he is busy always making time for the family. However, when the reporter touched on the future and marriage, the atmosphere of the interview turned a little more serious in a soft tone. Cha Eun-woo's mother said, "I always tell Eun-woo, don't be in a hurry. Everything has its time. The wedding is not only about two people who love each other, but also about readiness to take on a huge responsibility. If she finds someone who truly makes her happy, I will support her wholeheartedly. Asterisk at first glance, the answer sounds simple. However, for fans, the statement has a very deep meaning. There are several important points that can be captured from the mother's speech. 1. Don't pressure your child to get married soon. This shows that the mother fully understands Eunwoo's condition as a celebrity as well as a conscript soldier. Point 2. Concerned about Eunwoo's happiness. Asterisk, it's not about status or popularity, but about finding a life partner who can truly make her happy. Point 3. Full blessing when the time comes. Asterisk, the mother insists she will always be supportive, as long as Eunwoo's choice is truly sincere and mature. This statement instantly moved fans. Many were relieved that Eunwoo's family didn't put too much pressure on her, but rather supported her regardless of her decision. It didn't take long. This statement immediately went viral on social media. Fans in different countries shared the mother's quotes with great emotion. Some even add their own comments. Asterisk, I'm so moved. Eunwoo's mother is really smart. No wonder she can raise a child like Eunwoo. If her mother had said that, I would have been sincere if Eunwoo got married one day. The important thing is that she is happy. I cried reading this. It was like hearing my own mother's voice. Many fans who were initially afraid of losing Eunwoo's figure in the entertainment world now feel calmer. They realize that the idol's personal happiness is just as important as his career. On Korean online forums, such as Pan and the Coup, discussions about Eunwoo's mother's statement also heated up. However, the majority of netizens gave a positive response. Some of the comments that appear include asterisk, a good parent will always wish his child happiness. Eunwoo's mother has already shown that. Asterisk, I think Eunwoo will choose wisely, because she must have learned a lot from her family's advice. Idol marriage has always been a sensitive issue, but hearing his mother's words made me more accepting. The comments suggest that the Korean public is mature enough to address the issue, although the topic of idol marriages usually sparks controversy. Not only fans, some Korean entertainment observers also provide analysis. According to a public relations expert, Eunwoo's mother's remarks are actually a very careful form of communication. He did not rule out the possibility of marriage, but also did not give certainty when. It's an elegant way to keep Eunwoo's privacy and calm the fans, he said. In other words, the answer managed to maintain a balance between personal desires, family and public expectations. Interestingly, after the statement was circulated, fans began to wonder about who was the right woman to accompany Eunwoo. The names of popular actresses, beautiful idols, to celebrities from abroad began to be mentioned in online forums. However, most fans eventually realized that whoever Eunwoo chooses in the future must have gone through her mother's blessing. And that alone is enough to make them accept with a roomy chest. Many fans also began to highlight Eunwoo's family values. As a child, he was raised in a loving environment. No wonder he grew up to be polite, humble, and dedicated. Her mother's speech about marriage was perceived as a reflection of the family itself. It does not insist, does not rush, but always wishes her all the best.